Okay, I just wanted to make this quick video or whatever while I'm on my way to go get these applications. Okay, so I just want to say this. Now, first of all, the way I am, and this is like how, this is not just how Yoka empaths, whatever, earth angels, prophets, whatever. All empaths have this quality or whatever. We call stuff out. I'm just going to talk about the way I am. The way I am or whatever, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like me, and that's fine, that's your own right. This is a lot of people that I don't like, so whatever. But one of the reasons why people don't like me is that if I'm around somebody and I feel like they on some BS or whatever, especially now, like especially even more so now, but I've always kind of been like this. If they're doing something I don't like or being fake or something like that, or I feel disrespected, I'm gonna call you out or whatever. Sometimes it might not be right away, and then sometimes it's right away, but I still just have to say something. I don't like being around people that's fake, and then I just don't say nothing. I just go along with it or whatever. I just can't be around it because it'll like enrage me in a certain type of way or make me feel kind of uncomfortable. So I just have to call them out. So let me just say what I'm going through now. Okay, first of all, I just want to say this. Now, when I put readers on my page or whatever and write above it or whatever, even if they're saying these people are doing this to you and doing this to you and blah, 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 blah. When I say, oh, I'm so sick of these people coming up in my readings. Why are they in my readings? Blah, blah, blah. People gossip, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about the reader that's talking about it because they're letting you know what's going on. People want you to shut up, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to ever be like, I don't, or whatever, unless I feel like a reader is being messy or something like that or lying or something in their reading. When I write something above it or whatever, I'm talking about the people that's in it. I go to different readings and stuff like that, and I keep hearing there's a Scorpio that's getting in your way. He's doing black magic to stop your success. They have somebody's mother is doing magic or whatever. They want you to think you're not as skilled as you are. They want you to feel like nobody's listening. They doing isolations, all this other stuff. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm never going to get mad at the reader or nothing like that, especially if they're being honest and stuff like that. I'm talking about the people that's in it. I don't like hearing about certain people that I used to do in my past that are still in my reading, or people that I don't even know me that are in my reading. Not mad because they're reading about that. I'm talking about I'm mad because those people are even in my energy or whatever. So we'll just say that. But yeah, anyway, let me just go back to saying what I was saying. A lot of stuff that I'm going through or whatever, like I don't care if people try to act like, oh, you're delusional. What these readers are saying is just for pure entertainment and stuff like that, which some people are there for pure entertainment. But when it doesn't matter if they do or don't say your mom or is doing something against you, or you have an aunt that's it doesn't matter if they don't say that. I still know that they're doing that or whatever. If you're online and people know how you used to be, and now you're online talking about God and spreading awareness and stuff like that, and they see you online posting about Gangstalking, you know that they're watching your stuff. Some of them are subscribed to your channel and fake accounts or whatever. You know that. Then they're not saying nothing. They should let you already know that people are working against you. That's common sense. It'd be different if they just not looking at you at all, because I don't look at my family anymore at all or whatever. I don't go to their page and try to find out what they're doing because I genuinely don't give a fuck or whatever. But but somebody to watch you every day, see you doing it all day, every day, and don't say shit. They let you know that those are people that are working against you because they're watching, and it's like they're watching you go through something and they're not saying shit. So they let you know that's the enemy or whatever. It's just so many things that, like, at first I was like, upset, not hating God and nothing like that, because I never hate God or whatever, because he is the only one that's keeping me alive, and my angels that protect me. But I was like, why is he allowing these people to even live and still breathe? These are demons or whatever. All they're doing is causing chaos and confusion on earth. But what I realized is that what I've been told, and then also what I realized is God was doing this because he's allowing me to see. It's like you have to keep going through it until you see everybody that's against you. It's certain people in my family that I told you when I first broke up with that narcissist or whatever, we have each other's passwords. It's months back. And I looked and saw a cousin or whatever of mine that always talk about God next to holy Christian or whatever on his friend list, knowing I was online, and she don't even know him. Knowing I was online talking about this and that and the narcissistic this, and she had a nerve to go with Facebook friend request them or whatever. So it's just people do certain things. It's not about no jealousy or nothing like that. It's just about respect or whatever. You don't do stuff like that. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to get online and say this. I know I be posting. I'm on my way to try to get some applications and stuff. But yeah, people just do a lot. It's just like God is going to keep on allowing this to happen until you finally wake up and be like, what the? That's why it's not I don't get mad at readers that talk about the divine masculine He's confused. I don't like readers that do stuff like that because number one, it's not enough confusion. Number one is if the person is that stupid and slow and confused like that, you don't even want nobody around you. But the truth is, the matter is, he's a part of that. I mean, come on, you don't need to. People who are going through this, because I went through it too. When it first happened, you just being shocked and you can't believe that the person did it. You don't understand why a person would lie on you. You don't understand why a person would leave you for dead and you were there for them. You don't understand why a person would be working against you when you had their back and stuff like that. The person did it because they're a devil. And I keep saying that over and over and over again. I'm trying to walk up here because I don't want to be talking while these people are listening. But yeah, you keep on in your mind. I told you the thing that keep you confused or whatever is that you just can't believe a person would do something like that and you was real. You think people are just players. If they're playing a game or something like that, they'll do that just to a certain degree or whatever. If they just had it in their fakeness and their falsehood in them, you'll just think they just do that to a certain degree. But to go that hard and leave somebody when they did and then gang stalk them, it's confusing because you just don't believe that a human would do that. And it's not a human that's doing it, it's a devil that's doing it. Just like you have God in you and you go out of your way to be nice and go over beyond and you do stuff and say stuff and people like, wow, that's out of this world. I never met a person so real. And it's unbelievable. It's people out there that go away and beyond and over that have demons in them and they do stuff. You just be, that's why gang stalking is confusion and of the devil, because you be trying to figure out every day, why the fuck would somebody that's grown do this? Why is somebody working against me? And a lot of people don't know, but they're not doing. It's people that actually work with dark forces or whatever and sold their souls. Even if they don't know they sold their souls are being used, they're being used because it doesn't make any type of logical sense or whatever. So I just want to say that or whatever. I'm not gonna get online and be, certain readers I called out. The readers I called out or whatever, I'm just gonna say this. I was told it's certain readers, if they see you and see what's in your future, they can be jealous. There's certain readers I went to and they'll make like a little snarky comment. I'll keep note of everything, not keep note of everybody wrongdoing, because you are supposed to forgive and forget. But anybody that purposely lie to reading or make a little sly remark or know that it's like I look at you like I gotta watch you from now on or whatever. I'm not gonna call out no channels or nothing like that, but I look at you like I gotta watch you, especially when people know they can tap into your energy, they know what you're here to do, they know who you are or whatever, and they still purposely mislead and do stuff like that. I was told by readers that people are other people that want to work with me or something like that, or going to readers or trying to, and people are saying, oh no, I don't think she's good, or she thinks she's right about everything false. It is what it is. Sometimes I just be looking at people or whatever. Once I check a person or whatever and God tells me to be still and don't say nothing or whatever, I'm not finna be going back and forth, because that's what people want. They'll try to throw slick comments. Well, I'm not talking about nobody in particular, I'm just saying or whatever. So if the way I am, I'm an Aries. If I'm bold, if I want to say somebody's name, I'll say it. I'm just saying what it is. People will say stuff or whatever and it'll be like subliminal or whatever, and then you be like, huh? And you be trying to, it's like people, that's what I'm saying. What people can say all day. A person can say all day that they work with the Most High, that they work with angelic spirits, that they work with this, that they work with it. Look at the way that they present themselves and look at what they're saying. I'm not talking about, because we all slip up and I still work on my anger too. When somebody say something, you just gotta say it back. I'm working on that too, which I think I'm doing good or whatever now. But it's just like, look at the person. If the person is saying that they're a representation for the Most High, or if they're working with angelic spirits, look at what they're saying. If the person is making slick comments and they're reading against somebody that did nothing to them, or they know somebody's energy and know somebody going through something, if a person is lying and they're reading and stuff like that, they should let you already know that they work for the devil or whatever. Because when you have true angelic spirits that are working through you, true soldiers, true warriors of God or whatever, that send you down here on a mission to do something, it's a certain way that you're gonna present yourself. You're not gonna be saying certain stuff for work. Now, certain stuff, like I said, I don't care about people reading about stuff about the narcissists and the gang stalking stuff, because you're talking about demons. You're talking about people that are purposely trying to hurt people. I'm talking about people that come at real, true, divine feminists and stuff like that. Just say little silly stuff that you just know that an angelic spirit is not speaking through them or whatever. But to read out the truth or whatever, you know that you have real beings working with you. It's just a lot of stuff that I'm just like going through. Just people just do silly stuff. I always say, and people know that one of my weak points was going off or whatever. So when the devil knows that one of my weak points is going off and cussing people out or whatever, which I don't really do like I used to as much anymore, they'll do like little silly stuff, and it's like they're demon in them. They trying to get a reaction out of you. Like, I'm trying to think of what else like certain things that my mom does or whatever. And remember, this is my diary. If you don't want to hear it, just please don't. You ain't got to say nothing snarky. This is my online diary. I made it this way to vent and to tell my truth or whatever and what I'm going through. And other people, even if you don't say nothing, if you can relate, you can relate. But like my mom does silly stuff, like we don't talk or whatever, and for months. And she'll send me a text message talking about I love you and I want to work this relationship out and stuff like that. But you see what I'm going through online. You don't never say nothing, but you want to work out a relationship through text. And the only time you reach out is months through text. So the only thing I can, because I'm very intelligent, the only thing I can figure that you're doing is you're showing people those text messages to try to make it seem like that you're trying to reach out and help, and then if I have a snarky response, it's gonna look like you're reaching out, and I'm not. I don't want to be. Come on, man. Like I said, this is the bottom line. People can front all day. People can lie all day. People can play games all day. People can try to take away your truth all day, and then still have God in their mouth. It is what it is. At the end of the day, people can say, "Oh, God, gonna judge me." It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know that I know the truth, you know the truth, and God knows the truth. I don't even see how people could even play games and live with themselves and do stuff like that. It's like you're only fooling yourself, and you're not even fooling yourself because you know the truth. It's like you pleasing the devil. That's what I say. You're not fooling yourself because you know the truth. You're not fooling me because I know the truth, and you're not fooling God. So the only person you're doing is just pleasing the devil. It's just annoying or whatever. So, like I said, I just be venting sometimes and going through stuff, and then I get messages and I'm told to get online and share them and stuff like that. Like not voices, but like light bulbs or whatever. And it's like it's led to do this, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's it. And I get another message and I'm led to do this or whatever. So I don't care about people saying you're weird. You're weird if you keep watching somebody or whatever and you think that they're weird or whatever. That's weird to constantly. I would never work against somebody and say they're weird and all this other stuff, and then watch every single move that they make or whatever like it's a joke, because the same thing that you do to somebody is going to be done to you. That's why they always say when you dig a grave, make sure you dig too, because it's like God has a funny way of putting people down in that exact same position and making them feel how the other person felt. It's like that's why I say people that Gangstalk and people that are Satanists, they're in another reality, because you can't believe there wouldn't even be a God if people were allowed to do stuff like that and just get away with it scot-free. It's like people do stuff for so long. It's because so the devil can prove to God that this person ain't shit. Why do they deserve to get forgiven? Why do they deserve to go to heaven? Look, they work for me. Look what they're doing. I own his ass. I get him to do whatever the fuck I want to do. But people who don't have no type of connection with God, they don't understand it. They just think that God is giving them powers and they can rule and they have the power. They're a God. They have control over your life and stuff like that. It don't work like that or whatever, because God is in control of everything. So anybody that's going through gang stalking and targeting or scapegoated and stuff like that and isolation, and people are working against you and they know your character, making up lies and stuff like that, just come on. That God is showing you it. God is going to keep on allowed to go on until you sit up there and you see for yourself that you can't trust nobody really but God. There's certain people or whatever, certain readers that I look at and I respect, and I'm like, wow, they have it switched up, they real, they solid and stuff like that. But overall, in general, it's like God is going to reveal to you the truth about people. God will bring somebody in your life physically to have your back and stuff like that that can relate and that's on the same level as you. But the devil is also going to send people in your life too to test you and throw you off course. It always happened to me in my life. And I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just venting. Every time I've had an enlightenment in my life or stopped doing something or stopped hanging around certain people, the devil will send somebody along, but I didn't know it was the devil. And I'll get thrown off my path again to stop my confidence, to make me feel like this and make me feel like that. But it's not going to happen again. I have strong desire. I have a mission to do down here or whatever. So anybody that's working against me, anybody that's purposely trying to stop the views, they said they doing stuff so certain people can't find my page online. They don't want nobody to think I'm listening. They want you to feel like God doesn't. I mean, come on. The only people that would think like that, the only people that would be happy when you're sad are demons. Because, I mean, come on. Especially if you're a good person. Who's going to gloat and be happy when you're sad and when you're depressed or miserable? And I'm not depressed or whatever. It's just the fact that I just get annoyed. It's like every time you take a step forward, you got to take 3 steps back. There's so many demons working against you. So that's all I want to say. This bus about to come. I'm finna get some applications, but I just want to put out that message. Yeah, God is allowing you to see. He's going to sit you down and let these people keep coming at you so you can see or whatever who's on your side, who rolled with you or whatever, who left and abandoned you, who sided with your enemies or whatever. So we'll just say that. That's all I got to say for now.